Have you ever wondered how AI assistants like Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant seem to remember our conversations, but only for a short while? Why can't they recall our preferences or our previous chats after a few hours or a days later? Right? Let's dive into the world of AI memory and explore the fascinating topic of a short-term versus a long-term memories in AI agent. To start with, let's have a curious question. If your AI agent solves a task today, will it remember anything tomorrow? Right? Just like our humans, intelligent AI agents need a memory, but how that memory is designed, shape how they think, like plan and improve. Why memory matters in AI agent? So technically, in AI memory refers to the ability of a model or an agent to retain and recall information over time. Just like a human's AI agents have two types of a memory that enable them to process and respond to information effectively. The two types of memory in AI are short-term memory and long-term memory. Like, let's start with our short-term memory in AI agents. Short-term memories in AI agent refers the ability to retain information for a period of a short period, typically during a single interaction or a session. This type of a memory is useful for tasks like conversational dialogue, where the AI needs to recall the context of the conversation to respond accurately. For example, if you ask Siri to set a reminder, it will remember the reminder details for the duration of a conversation. Let's talk about some of our strengths. They're fast and lightweight, and they are also useful for summarizing recent exchanges. The limitations are lost when session ends and cannot recall information across a task or a days. So analogy I can give you like you're working a memory, great for conversation, not for life history, right? So the long-term memory in agents, on the other hand, the long-term memory agent refers to the ability to retain information over an extended period, some of across multiple interactions and sessions. So this type of a memory is crucial for a task like personalized recommendations, where the AI needs to recall user preferences and behavior over time. For instance, Netflix recommendation algorithm uses a long-term memory to suggest and show based on your viewing history. So there are kind of a tools we use in long-term memory are vector database, which we discussed in one of our previous videos, and which allows embeddings, creating a semantic recalls, which is also we can call that as an relevant stuff from our last week information. So the strengths are pretty much agent can remember goals, past failures, user preferences, and they are essential for multi-session applications, right? So let's take a simple scenario here. The use cases which we can put in this category are, I want you to think if you're using a personal AI assistant, what kind of a memory you're going to use it. Is it a short term or a long term? Or similarly, you can think about other scenarios like financial data, where what kind of a memory you're going to use. So let's driving towards that. Let's take some use cases when to use what, a short-term memory or a long-term memory. So let's take an example here, a chatbot with the short answers. I want you to pause, think you're going to use short-term memory or a long-term memory. So technically, I will use short-term memory here. So I'm not going to use a long-term memory, right? Now, task automation with the tracking, you're going to use short-term plus a logs because you don't need a long-term when you have a files, right? And I can use a personalized AI agents. We can use them in the same context. You can use a both short term and long term in the context. So you can combine both this short term and long term uh, parts. One of a simple example I can give you is short terms are for reasoning, long term for recalls. So when you understand the difference between short term and long term in AI agents, they are very crucial for developing sophisticated and personalized AI systems. As AI continues to evolve, we can expect to see more advanced memory mechanisms that enable AI agents to learn, adapt, and interact with us in even more meaningful way. So the final takeaways here is a AI agent with a no memory, or like interns who forget everything by morning. Yeah. So with a short-term memory, they can conserve, converts all the stuff. The long-term memory, they can grow. So memory isn't just a storage. It's what makes AI agents smart, scalable, and human-like thinking, right? Thanks for joining me with this journey into the world of AI memory.